Yep.
Whoa. Oh my god. It's beautiful.
Oh wow, it's even bigger now.
Oh my god, look how good this Mario Kart game
I'm
looks.
saying, they're going crazy.
You can skate on the side of the rail. How much people can play in one? Holy
It's
fuck,
huge,
you can
man.
leave the road.
We can finally have voice chat. We can talk about the shit we want. It's gonna be so crazy, man.
Oh my god, what are we waiting for? How much is it? Check the price. We gotta get our hands on it right now, man.
Okay. Let me check. Yo, chill out, bro. I'm looking. Relax.
Sorry.
All right, Google. How much is the new Nintendo Switch 2? How much is it gonna be?
$700.
Yo, who the fuck do they think they are?
Seriously,
Huh? Who the fuck do they think they are? What do they need that extra, all that money for?
just made Nintendo World.
They're
They're
Nintendo.
billionaires.
They're fucking billion. Oh my god. Fuck, all right, guys. How much money do we have? Pull out your money, guys. How much money do you guys have?
I have $12.
$12.
What about you, Stores? How much you have?
I got $10 on me. Ezekiel, how much money you got on you? Ezekiel, what the fuck is that? Is that a booger? Did you just pick your nose and try to use it as currency? Ezekiel, I'm already in a bad mood, and then you have to come and do some nasty shit like that. You know, like I don't understand you. Is this the first time you've done it? This can't be the first time you've offered somebody a booger to pay for something. This can't be the first time, because you did it real casually. Fuck, man. You brain still impoverished little shit. Is this really what we come to? Is this really what we have to offer? $22 and a booger? Fuck. Ah, damn it. All right, guys. You know what? It's time for plan B. All right. Here's the blueprint. Ezekiel, since you're the smallest, we're going to use this rope and tie it around you and hoist you down there, okay? You're going to grab the Switch 2 and we're going to hoist you back up.
And don't get distracted.
Yeah.
We have to do this quickly and quietly, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah, we gotta be really careful, because Nintendo's a really big company. So we're fighting with a really big army right now. So just don't get caught, Ezekiel.
Yeah, they're actually famous for turning people to slaves.
Slaves. Yo, did they actually turn people to slaves? Like, you're being serious?
Yeah, it happened to my buddy Gunther.
Gunther.
All he did was pirate a game, and he owes them his life. So.
Oh shit, we're cooked.
Oh my god.
Is this guy almost done? What the fuck is he doing down there?
Shut up, Ezekiel. Shut up. Ezekiel, get your ass up here right now. Right now. All right, Sush, it's time.
All right, let's do this.
Pull him up. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's do this. Come on. All right. Come on, Sush. I'm trying. Come on. I'm trying. Come on, Sush. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh, that's not good. Shit. We have $22 in a booger. Something that never made sense to me is corporate greed. I've never got the point of it, especially for these huge multi-billion-dollar companies. I never understood why someone at the top is like, more, while they're sitting on a yacht and just taking in all the riches. I've never understood why they need so much more than what any of the workers can spend. Not to mention, they're probably not actually giving the workers any money. The perfect example is Nintendo. That company is a fucking multi-billion-dollar company. And every year they're still like, no, we gotta make record-breaking profits, guys. We gotta make more money. I'll never understand it. It ruins so much quality games, quality toys, quality whatever they're selling. It just fucks it up so badly, because the quality of whatever, when you want more money, the best way to get more money is to make the quality worse and then make the prices of it higher. And that's exactly what all these companies are just diving into. It's so fucking annoying, man. I'm so tired of it. Everything, I don't know what it is. Like, what do you gain? Like, at what point are they going to be like, okay, you know what? I think we have enough money. There's literally nothing we can do with all this money. I think we have enough. Maybe it's time we chill the fuck out and stop expecting so much from people that just want to have fun in such a fucked up world. Like, you know, like what? At what point does a company like Nintendo decide, okay, enough is enough? We've taken too much from our loyal viewers. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just one of my biggest pet peeves, man. I fucking hate that shit. There's been so many times where I've been worked at a different job where some manager will come up and be like, hey guys, this week we made record profits and blah blah blah, so clap it up, cheer, yeah yeah, and they want us to get all hyped, and I'm always like, why do you want me to be excited? It's not like you're increasing my pay. The only person that's getting increased pay is the fucking guy that's rich as shit at the yacht. There's no one that's getting any extra money, yet you come to us and expect us to be so hyped that we made the company more money than they already fucking have. Yeah, everyone here is struggling and is one check away from being homeless. I'll never understand that the greed that it takes to have so much and be like, it's just not enough, knowing damn well you're not gonna spend any of that shit. Like, it's way more than anybody could ever spend. This company loves their money. Nintendo is strolling strictly off of just everybody's nostalgia, because everybody used to love Nintendo so much. Their whole thing in the past was that their games were inexpensive, and that, you know, because the console would be not as up to par as the other consoles that were out at the time. But their thing that was their selling point is that it wasn't expensive, right? People could play for very cheap, and because it was cheap, they focus on just having a lot of fun, you know? So their games focus on having a lot of fun instead of everything being expensive, over the top graphics, this and this. That was their whole thing for years and years, or decades. And then I don't know, one day they're just like, you know what? Especially once the Switch came out, that's when everyone realized, like, whoa, Nintendo's getting really fucking greedy. Because why the fuck are old ass games that have been out for the past 30 years still full price, like $80 for the entire game? By the way, everything for Nintendo is insanely expensive. Like, why are games on the Switch 2 more expensive than games on the PS5? How does it make any sense, yo? This Switch 2 is so fucked. It's so expensive, man. Where I'm at, I live in Canada, so where I'm at, the Switch 2 with the Mario Kart bundle is $700. It's $630 without the Mario Kart bundle, yo. What the fuck? The Joy-Cons, the Dookie Joy-Cons that break after like 10 minutes. I've been through so many of those Joy-Cons on the first Switch because I play aggressively, I guess. And every time, one day I'll just realize that I have a stick drift and I can't play anymore because the analog keeps pushing the wrong way and all this fucking annoying shit. So those controllers are so ass. I guarantee they don't cost any more than $5 to create, but they're taxing on them. $100 for those little Joy-Cons, man. Come on, bro. Come on. That is not worth $100. Then it has some camera accessory for when you want to use your face cam during like the playing games or whatever. That's just another $50, which I heard it's only like 480p. It's really bad quality as well. So already we're up like, what is that, like $850. and then not on top of that, you're spending at least $100 on each game that you're gonna buy, so that you're not gonna buy just one game. You're gonna buy multiple games for the whole console, obviously. So you're spending thousands on this shit, man, over time, or a long period of time. You're spending a lot of money on this shit, yo. If you're an intense gamer, that is, anyways. If you're not so intense gamer, you're spending at least $1,000. You know, it's expensive as fuck. And then the welcome tour, mind you, they have this welcome tour, right? Every console has some kind of application where they kind of show you how to use different modes and buttons and what the console can do. And they're usually just free, just come with the console, already downloaded on the console. Now Nintendo's like, yo, let's charge $10 for the welcome tour package, which is, imagine paying money for a tutorial on how to use the system that you just bought. I've never in my life seen some fuckery like that. They're charging $10 for something that should be like a free learning trial, a tutorial. I've never seen somebody charge money for a tutorial. That's so weird, yo. A separate tutorial that costs money, that's so weird. They're just so out of touch. They used to give Wii Sports for free, and that was like the most lit game ever. They gave that shit for free back in the Wii. As soon as they opened up the Switch, they realized, yo, we can start spending all, you know, these people, they're so loyal to us, we can make them spend a lot of money on us, get a lot of money. It's insane. I've never seen such crazy greed in my life. As soon as the Switch came out, as soon as I heard about the Switch 2, I was so hyped because I loved playing the first Nintendo Switch. Even though for that as well, I was also like, bro, they gotta fucking chill. Most of the games I bought for the Nintendo Switch, the first one, I had to buy used because all the games are fucking $80 and up. It was really fucking annoying. I'm like, yo, why the fuck is every game so expensive? And it will be years down the line. I'll go back to the eShop, the Nintendo eShop, years down the line, and the games will be the exact same price. Sometimes they're more. I don't know. Sometimes they raise the price. It's crazy. I don't really understand that logic, yo. This shit's been on for so long. Oh my god. And it'll be one thing if we could just pirate the games illegally, blah, 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 because these big companies be doing shit illegally anyways. Why does it matter if we do shit illegally? It was one thing if we could just pirate it illegally, like most people do for a lot of things like that when they don't feel like spending all that money. But now Nintendo, as soon as they know that something is a little off on your Switch 2, even if you just try to fix something, like you're not even trying to, jailbreak it or nothing. And once they find out that there's something off, they shut it down remotely. Could you imagine you got a Switch 2 and then you're like, whoa, this is cool. And then you download like a third-party app or something like that, and Nintendo's like, we don't know what that is. And they shut down your Nintendo Switch 2, and now you can never use it again. You can't, that's just it. You're done. You spent all that money, and now they just took it away. Their greed is crazy. So like, they know damn well that people aren't going to want to spend all that money. So like, yeah, fuck you. We're going to also make it illegal. Like, they hammered down. Nintendo is like the most crazy. I don't know how they went from such a family-friendly kid company to being such evil slave owners. I mean, yes, they're slave owners. They own slaves, bro. They fucking this one guy would get a Nintendo Switch, right? This is when the first Nintendo Switch was out, like not the second one. He would get a Nintendo and he would jailbreak it and then he would resell it to people. Nintendo found that out, and somehow now this guy legally owes them like 30% of his checks every time he gets paid. How, bro? First of all, Nintendo, that is like adding a drop of water in an ocean. They know damn well that they don't need that money, but they decided, we have to make an example of this guy. That's why I say they turned people to slaves. They own this guy now for the rest of his life, and he can't do shit about it. That's the worst part. They don't need any of the money, but they become so fucking greedy. I don't know what it is. Maybe they hired some guy to run the money or something like that, and he just decided, we can do so much more than just take money from these people. It's insane. Like, they don't realize there's a lot of people, a lot of kids that are impoverished that just really want to play games, that like really just want to escape this reality, And then you go out here charging them an arm and a leg just to fucking have some fun. It's crazy. And don't get me wrong, these Nintendo games, they look really fun. They've always been really fun. Like, that's their thing, right? Their games are actually really lit. I used to play the Nintendo Switch so much because it was so fucking fun. But bro, what is this bullshit, man? I'm not spending $100 for a fucking dookie ass little mini game that, you know what I mean? Not to mention, you can't even buy a physical cartridge anymore. Fuck. Oh, that's so weird. You buy, like, you can buy a physical cartridge, but it's just an empty cartridge that downloads the game. So there's not even a point in buying it. You might as well just download the game directly. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really, really weird. You download, it has the file to I guess it brings to the eShop or something, and then you download. I don't even know how it works, man. I just know you don't have the game directly. Like, if you just gave the game to somebody else, they can't use it. They have to download it directly. It's just really stupid. It's really greedy. They've come up with so much extra methods to be extra greedy that I'm actually so shocked. It's not even like they're trying to hide it anymore, because that is just some crazy bullshit that they want, And then, not to mention, you still got to pay for online, of course, which is so fucking stupid. So that's another like $5 a month that you gotta add onto your bullshit that you're already spending. It's just too much, man. I don't understand why these companies feel it's so necessary to take so much money. I know they have a loyal fan base that will buy their shit no matter what, and that's what they're betting on. But like, bro, where's the empathy? You know what I mean? I know money's important in companies, but it's okay to just kind of be like, we're good. We don't have to keep doing this. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if they made the Switch. Not to mention, I bet you they would sell so much more, because I know these Switch 2s don't cost a lot of money. It's a myth when people try to see that it costs extra money. That's why they tax so much. These consoles, these electronics these days cost like $5 to make. They're just charging bare because they can. So it's not like they have to spend that much to make it, and that's why they tax it so much. It's all a facade. They just want the extra. They just want the money. It's just greed. That's literally it. They don't have any other explanation than just greed. You know what I mean? And the worst part is that all of these other companies are gonna follow suit, because they're like, oh wait, Nintendo's doing it, so we can do it. They're getting all the extra money. Why don't we get all the extra money? You know what I mean? I'll just never understand. This shit pissed me off so much. Looking at this information, and it's not even like the money is so. The Switch 2 is so expensive, mind you. I bought a PS5 maybe like a year ago, and I bought Elden Ring with it. Elden Ring and the PS5 cost less than would for me to get the Switch 2 with a video game. Keep that in mind. It was the exact same price, except for the PS5. The game quality was a lot better. The controller is still working. It's not broken. For the Switch, I had to replace the Joy-Cons like 3 times until I realized, like, okay, I can't use Joy-Cons anymore. It's just insane. I spent this type of money on a PS5, which is a way stronger console, way more everything. The games are cheaper, all this stuff. This Switch 2 is greedy as fuck, yo. This Switch 2 can't even play GTA 6. When GTA 6 comes out, I'm gonna still be playing it on the PS5, which I spent the same amount of money on. And better graphics, better quality, better everything. I just don't understand it, you know, and it really sucks because I really like Nintendo and I was really like hoping to get the Nintendo Switch 2. I've been talking about that for so long, like, bro, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be huge, you know. But then as soon as it came out, I was assuming it was gonna be like way cheaper, you know. But fuck, I seen that price and immediately I was like, you know what, I'm going back to bed. Cause what the fuck is this shit, man? You guys are out of your fucking mind, bro. Maybe I'll get it. Like, I'm not saying I'll never get a Switch 2, and I'm not saying you should never get a Switch 2. I'm just saying if you do, probably get it used in the future when it's way cheaper, because that's what I plan to do. Maybe like years down the line, I'll get like a used one. That's what I did for my other Switch when I bought it. I bought a used one. Don't bother buying shit like, especially now, because the first batch of consoles are always usually the worst. Just let it die out. Give it time. I'm not saying that Nintendo is gonna like make everything cheaper, but at least if you find somebody that's already used the Nintendo Switch 2 and they're bored of it, they'll probably sell it to you for like half the price. So that's why I say, like, just wait a little bit, you know, let it die out, and then do your thing later on. You know, you can buy one and have your fun. I guarantee you later years down the line, people are still going to be playing it. You know, you're not missing out on anything. I bought the first Switch, I bought it like 3-4 years late, and like it was still a lot of people playing it. You know what I mean? You're not missing anything. You don't need the console. I would say just stick to the generation you have now. If you do have a console right now, you know, GTA 6 is coming out anyways. You might as well just leave it alone. It's not worth it. You know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I have to buy a Switch. I have to buy it. You don't have to be that loyal fan base guy. You don't have to. I know they're still going to make their money. They're still going to make record profits and shit. You don't have to be the first one to do everything. You know what I mean? You can just like realize, okay, this is too fucking much. You guys got to fucking relax. I'm not touching that. It's okay to accept that sometimes. And I think a lot of people did realize that. I've seen a lot of videos of people who are very, very upset with it. And it makes sense though. Like, I'm upset about it too, because why the fuck do you feel the need to make everything so expensive? And then it led to now the domino effect of every other console now is going to feel they need to do the exact same thing. Shit. Consoles might even put in less effort too, because they're like, yo, we can put less quality into the actual console and just charge more. And because people are going to buy it anyways, it doesn't matter. So it's just annoying that they definitely started a trend now. Every game is going to be like $100 and more now. Everything's going to be so expensive. Thing is, everything's getting more expensive and everyone's getting more broke. So it's just like a really I don't really understand, because doesn't it make more sense that we can afford everything so that the company keeps making money? Like, why make everything so expensive and then everybody's losing more money so nobody can afford anything anymore, and now nobody's buying your shit at all? Now you're going to go broke as well. You know, why shoot the consumer in the foot so badly? I'll never understand. It doesn't make any sense. That's the consumer, the people that buy your product is the reason that you're afloat in the first place. So then to turn on and be like, give me more or fuck you is crazy to me, man. I'll never understand, bro. I don't know. I just can't get my head wrapped around it. I've been looking into this shit and I was so pissed off about it because I really like Nintendo, the company, but these days they're just not it, man. So I had to make a video about it because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? The Nintendo Switch 2 just came out and not a lot of people are buying it. I've only seen like big YouTubers buy it, but not a lot of people are like casually just playing it yet. Obviously it's still brand new, so you're not going to see a lot, but I definitely saw a lot more people casually playing the PS5 when it came out versus this. But then again, even when the PS5 came out, there was a big scandal with like fucking scalpers buying up all the PS5s from the stores and reselling them. It's kind of funny because there's no scalpers for the Switch 2 because it's so fucking expensive. Nobody's gonna buy it. Like, nobody wants that shit. So I just find it so funny. The PS5 had so many scalpers. I would see videos of guys with like truckloads of hundreds of PS5 boxes trying to resell them. The Switch 2, ain't nobody reselling that shit, man. What are you gonna profit from? You're gonna spend like $1,000 and then try to resell it, and somebody's gonna be like, bro, that's already expensive as fuck in the store. Why would I buy from more profit from you? That's stupid. It's just not like, I know those scalpers are pissed this year, man, when it comes to that's probably why they're all flooding Pokemon cards instead of the actual Nintendo Switch. But that's a video for another day. I had to talk about the Switch, man, because it's actually insane what companies are coming to. I'll never understand how they can look at all these profits. Their chart is hitting the moon 24/7. Yeah, it's never enough. Like, I don't know how much more they need. There really never will be a point where they decide it's enough, you know. But yeah, I had to bring it up. I want to talk about it because I find this Switch 2 so crazy. I'm pretty curious what the future for gaming is going to be saying. You know, obviously I know that gaming is going to continue to get way more expensive, but I'm curious as to the players, you know, the people that actually buy the games. Like, how is that going to be? Are they going to strike back and the games are going to go down in price or what? But then again, no matter what, people are always going to buy games. So I think these companies know that and they don't give a fuck. That's the biggest problem. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this new Nintendo Switch situation. You know, How else do you feel about it? Do you feel like there's way more to it? Do you feel like it's just stupid? I'm being extra and I'm being a cheapo. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, they're always open. You know, I love to hear what you guys are saying. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. A lot of you guys are viewing, but you don't subscribe. You know, these intros take a lot of fucking work. You know, so I'd really appreciate it. It comes clutch, makes you feel good. You know. But anyways, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good, and we'll see you next time. Swoosh on the track and he's beating flying back, and I got your girl and she gave me head a tap and I zap and I pack and I make her bed back and I stack packs and packing the stacks back. Feeling nice, so I throw it back of rice and I gamble slice and I gamble life, so I throw the dice and I throw it twice, clear out the trip like a fucking poltergeist. Created a path, grab some math, it's goofy shit, but I know it'll pass and I got the gas and it's out my ass like a CEO just trying to make the dash. I'm in the past, chilling and last, push through, feel my wrath, cry and laugh, clear the path, move out the way, stand in the grass, you get out the way. I didn't come to play, grind for the day and I won't just say you're a stupid play on my rolling tray, I'm just grinding hay. I'm just a horse. I'm smoking that.